default answer that I was gonna do if the Cowboys lost on Christmas, bro, and I did it.
Mm. Yo, but we
I hit them
got.
with that Hennythemoor. They ain't gonna ruin my damn Christmas mood.
Hey man, I didn't let them ruin my Christmas at all, man. Like hell, like shit. There's
Wait,
a
why you
thousand
sound so
people.
low?
I don't know. Say something.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta refresh you.
All right, we good. I'm gonna keep rocking. What's up with y'all though, man? It's your boy Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store. And as you see, man, once we get the technical difficulties out the way, my boy West Coast Cowboys in the building with us too, man.
We're live already?
Yes, dude. I told you I hit the live button.
Bruh, I did not know I hit that live button, man. I could have been on here saying some way crazy stuff, man. You got to, we didn't even do our tradition thing.
Man, no, you didn't do the tradition thing. I said fuck
I
Jerry
did
Curl.
not hear you say what we always say before we go live. I did not hear. You were not about to tell me, because if you would have said that would have made my mind say we're live.
See that you got to go back and listen. You probably couldn't hear me.
Yeah, I definitely didn't hear you say it.
It's
All right,
all good though, man.
let me turn the light on up in here. All right, well, let's get to it.
All right, man. But
Two cheers
hey,
in a bucket. Bucket.
okay. Hey, salute to everybody already in the building with us, man. My brother, the original people, helping us practice manifestation. Michael Autry in the building, helping us practice manifestation. Yeah, man. So, hey, we're gonna start with some Dallas Cowboys. Listen, because the time is of the essence. Dallas Cowboys are already up early in the morning doing stupid shit. So let's start there. Dallas Cowboys have Wade, linebacker Rashawn Evans. Uh, so Wes, I'm gonna get your thoughts about it, and then I'll talk on this. What did you think about waking up and hearing that they got rid of one of your more tenured linebackers?
Well, before I know we kind of pressed for time, but hey, man, I even we ain't did a Cowboys uncut in so long. Well, not in so long, probably about a week, man. So before we even jump into it, make sure you guys go through there and hit that share button and aggressively hit that star button, man. Let you guys know that you support the content and that what we trying to do over here, man. So help you guys make sure y'all help grow the content. So hit that star button real quick, please. Everybody hit that star button. Also, I got to make two quick announcements before I say this. Listen to me. There's a fake profile out there named West Coast, and they're duping people for their money, man. I really need you guys. I had a guy and his wife going off on me, man, for damn near a month about a jersey that they said they paid for, and it ended up they sent the money to not me, and that's why I never had the order. So make sure that you guys, before you're sending money online, that you verify that it's me, man. And most importantly, man, you can always call me. My phone number 909-301-7804. Just call me before you send money. Last thing I was gonna say is this, man. We got to make sure this content grow. Like my cousin said, manifestation. Basically, that means, when you was a little ass kid and you used to be if you used to be sitting hoping and praying that that thing be up under the Christmas tree, and then you don't see that box and you start crying, and then Christmas you woke up and it was under that box, it was under that tree. That's called manifestation. That's what you did. You wished that up in there. You know what I'm saying? So I need y'all to help the Cowboys do that. And I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. If anytime your team needed you, they need you now. They may not have needed you last week when we was hot on top of the world and everybody was banging the set. But I'm gonna tell you this right now: if the Cowboys need you, and if you think your prayers matter, they need you right now. You know what I'm saying? This is when we need. This is honestly, keep it 100. These days is when you determine if you're a real Cowboy fan or not. Like, how did you rep after Christmas? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I was bang. Listen, I repped like the Cowboys won. What does that mean? I was banging the hell out. Big Cowboy stars on my shirts. Big Cowboy stars on my drawers. Big Cowboy. You feel me?
Man, real talk, real talk. You
But
said
yeah,
Big
I'm
Cowboy.
only a phone call. My boys, the original people. I'm only a phone call away. I try to make myself the most easily accessible content creator out there. So, let's get it. But that was my first little thing. So make sure y'all hit that. How many people we got up here, Henny?
I can't tell because it's only showing the people on attached to mine. So ain't
But,
no
but
telling
I am
how
live though, right?
you are live. All your channels are live. There's folks coming in from your paired YouTubes and paired Facebook. So you're live.
Okay. So yeah, man. So make sure you do that, handle that, and then let's get it, man.
Oh, that's
So
somebody knocking on my door.
back dough. So yo, what it do, man? It's your brethren, old West Coast mean. How are y'all doing today? Huh? How are you doing today? How's the nation doing today? Listen to me, man. Listen, I know a lot of people. I'm not gonna say people jumping off bridges because nobody's jumping off bridges, but I understand there's people jumping off that bandwagon. But I'm gonna tell y'all this right here, man. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. If you notice, every NFL team is getting smacked around. Not necessarily getting smacked around, but it's not coming easy to them right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you guys, part of the reason why is because the NFL created this moment called parity. This is what the NFL has always wanted in their NFL games. They've always wanted parity, meaning this: they wanted to be able to go into games, go into season, go into months, and not know for sure which team and things like that were going to win. And guess what? That's what you're getting, these opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So games are going to be, during this time of season, man, games are going to be uber competitive. Like, they're going to be uber competitive. There's a reason why they use a computer to make schedules. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why they do that. You know what I'm saying? They don't use somebody's hand because the NFL is hoping for these parity games and for this because they're selling a brand. So everybody, listen to me. This is a tough month, and it's supposed to. You know why? Because every team is better now. They're not better because they're better teams. They're better because they've been playing together for 13, 14 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So you're not really blowing. Honestly, at this point of the season, only really, like, I'm not saying only bad teams are really getting blew out, but it's competitive right now. It's competitive, and that's not an excuse. That's just real deal. Like, the 49ers struggled for a little bit. They got their ass blew out the other day. The Eagles were on a 3-game losing streak. The Chiefs are struggling. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost to the point right now where your records don't even matter. Think about that. Your records don't even matter right now. It's really about who's playing good, who's not playing good right now.
Mm-hmm. Because one of the hottest teams in the league right now is a team that you beat the shit out of earlier on in the season in the Los Angeles Rams. Like, I'm not sure anybody would really want to see the Los Angeles Rams right now, and they only the 6th seed. So, like you said, man, it's all about getting hot at the right time. You know, all about guys getting healthy, coming together, having continuity along offensive lines, along with the guys you're playing with at the skill positions. So it's a lot that goes into it, outside of just the record means everything. Like you mentioned, the Lions just lost a game not too long ago to the Bears. Chicago Bears are already out of it. And they still lost to the divisional rival. Eagles barely escaped the Giants. You know what I'm saying? They barely beat the Giants. So, at this point in the season, most games will be close. There's a lot of tape out there. Even if you came in with a new offense at the beginning of the season, there's 12 games worth of tape now, 15 games worth of tape now. So folks are learning your tendencies. Folks are trying to, limit you. Folks are just going out their way to make life difficult for you and attack you in all fronts. So this is really going to be crunch time football down the line. Listen, for a lot of these folks, there are people playing for their playoff lives. There are people playing for their jobs, livelihoods. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, there's some players, they are already at the playoffs. They know there might be a coaching change at the end of the year. They got to
Hey,
put
hold
some
up
good
real
money
quick, gang.
out.
I gotta grab my other phone at the car.
Go ahead, man. I'm gonna keep chopping it up while you gone, man. It said neither one of our. It said Chicago has a shot for playoffs. Chicago been eliminated, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Chicago Bears got eliminated with this last loss. Let me see. All right, sorting through. All right, so they're not technically dead. They just need a miracle. Yeah, they're not technically dead. They just need a miracle. And they need certain people to lose, some tiebreakers to fall their way. So, outside of a Christmas miracle, they probably ain't gonna make it. Said this Saturday the curse of Jimmy Johnson will be broken. Yes, it will. And shout out to my boy Donald Holmes. He won the ticket to go to that game. So salute to my brother Donald Holmes. He'll be in the building to see the Dallas Cowboys play the Detroit Lions and see Jimmy Johnson going to the Ring of Honor. So that's gonna be dope. I'm glad he was able to win that ticket.
Yeah, me too. Hey, it's not live on my Facebook. Can you send the link to my 3601? Not 3601, to my 740301 7804 number.
They probably got you then, because you're connected on Facebook. I'm looking at it.
It says connected.
Yeah, your Facebook channel is connected.
Hold on.
I don't know why it wouldn't be live, but let me go take a look. Yeah, you definitely aren't live, but your channel's connected. This is weird as hell. See you ain't got to toggle. Well, it got to be toggled on because it's on destinations.
Mhm.
Yeah, guest channels, West Coast Cowboy, Facebook. You got your Twitch, wherever this is attached, and you got your YouTube, and you got X attached.
Yeah, but it's
Yep,
not sent. Just send
I
it.
was
Just
gonna
send it.
type
I'm
it
gonna
in.
just shop on my other phone real quick. It'll only literally take me 2 seconds.
You good? I'm gonna send you the link.
All right.
Let's see.
He said, "Hey, man, I got you, man."
Shit, they might have got you, my boy, but we gonna figure it out. Let's see. You want me to send it to your other phone?
Yeah, dang, it looked like the Buffalo, Deep, not Buffalo. It looks like the Broncos are gonna try to trade Russell again.
Yeah, they just benched him. Yeah, they just benched that boy. And
Jeez.
they said it like the fourth time that's happened to a quarterback. He got an injury clause, so they set him down because he's already going to be owed like $37 million next year, and then if he gets hurt, they'll owe him another 39. So they'll owe him like a shit ton of money if he
Oh,
was
so it's
was
not
to get
really
hurt.
so it's not really about him playing bad. It's about him about what
Well,
could
both.
happen if he gets hurt.
Yeah, because they might be trying to go in a different direction at the quarterback position, but they have no chance of doing that if he gets hurt.
Yeah, okay, okay. Is Russ? I thought they were making it trying to seem like they were doing it because of his play because he just wasn't playing. I mean, that makes sense. If you're not in playoff contention, he has a ridiculous injury clause. He shouldn't be on the field. That's not good business.
Yeah, like I understand it. And I think they finally their last loss knocked them. Well, it didn't completely knock them out of the playoff race, but it make it damn near hard. It make it super hard. Let me
Mm.
see. But go ahead. I just found your other phone number, so I'm sending it now.
All
See
right,
you can get connected.
I'll be on there. You
All right,
sent it
but
to the, you sent it to.
yeah, I sent it. But I'll go ahead and start talking about Rashawn Evans being released by the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm just gonna tell y'all what I always say when it comes down to Dan Quinn and it comes down to the linebacker position. He don't give a damn about no linebacker. He never have and he never will. Dan Quinn is not somebody that really values traditional linebackers. You can't say Bobby Wagner because Bobby Wagner was already on the team when Dan Quinn became the defensive coordinator. So he did not draft Bobby Wagner. He did draft Kenny Wright. This is how you say the boy name. He did draft him. He's more of a coverage linebacker. We seen how he utilized Big Nickel in his time with the Atlanta Falcons. So he has not really, invested or ever really taken, linebacker position into consideration during his tenure as a defensive play caller. Damn sure didn't do it in no in Atlanta when he was the shot caller, he was the head coach. KJ Wright, thank you. I said Kenny Wright, KJ Wright. Okay. See, I done just made up a damn play. Y'all forgive me. But yeah, KJ Wright. But yeah, man, he's not somebody that's big on it. And listen, Dan Quinn has shown you with his actions what he prefers to do. He prefers to stay in big nickel. He likes to flood the field with safeties. It gives him a little bit of versatility. They're still a little bit bigger than traditional nickel corners. So he tries to play in the middle. He wants more size and he still wants the coverage ability. The issue is that shit doesn't work when you have a team that wants to blood you on the ground. When you got pulling guards and pulling tackles and a team that's going to consistently stick with running the football, that's hard to deal with. Like those guys are already undersized, and it's not like especially with Big Hank being out, it's not like you have a bunch of girth in the middle of your defense right now. Because Maji Smith still needs more time to develop. Like a one tech is usually a position that takes about 3 years to come to fruition. So Maji Smith is, he's not yet ready. We don't have Big Hanks in the middle of the field, so it is what it is. But you already don't have any kind of linebacker depth, right? You already don't have, and listen, and that's part of the reason why it's concerning, right? That's one of the reasons why it's concerning because Damone Clark is not playing good football right now. I was hoping he was going to take a huge step in his development this offseason. He had some flashes as a rookie. I just thought he needed more playing time. Well, he's had a whole offseason. He's been getting playing time, getting plenty of reps, and he's not playing good football right now. And listen, player development is not a straight line going upward. There might be an upward trend, a steep decline, a huge upward swing again. You never really know. You never really know. But it's right now this year, like you're not getting really anything from Damone Clark. So that's why it's really hard to go out there and get rid of Rashaan Evans, because you're not really getting any good linebacker play right now from Damone Clark. And Damone Clark is really your only traditional size linebacker. LVE is gone. Maurian Overshown got hurt before the season started.
And he's not a traditional linebacker either.
Nah, he's technically not, but he's bigger than the boys we got running around here though. Yeah,
And he's better.
Yeah, much better,
or at least he looked better.
Yeah, and then like we mentioned about the boy Marquise Bell, I love him. He got that dog in him, but he needs some more peanut butter. That man, he's still about 10, 15 pounds undersized. He gonna need another. He gonna need another off season, a little bit more time in the weight room program. But he's not physically ready to be taking all that contact. So that's really why it hurt. I understand that they barely played Rashaan Evans, but like he really needed to play more. The question wasn't did we need him. The question should have been why he wasn't playing. You know what I mean? That's really what that was, especially with Damone Clark not playing well at this point in time. So
yeah, my question is this: how are they able to evaluate Rashaan Evans and say he's not playing well, and not evaluate LBE and say he's not playing well, or evaluate these other players that aren't playing well and still allow them to make it? So, I think it'd be like Cowboys bring people in and they can't figure out a way to get them in motion, so they let them go. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think also a part of the Cowboys signing Rashaan Evans was probably to shut us up, the nation. You know what I'm saying? Because there's just no way in heck, like there's no way that the Cowboys are evaluating linebacker and saying Rashaan Evans is not playing well and then just overlooking what other people are doing. And at this point right now, I like Evan, I like Rashad Bell too. I mean, I like Marquise Bell too, but I can't be like I love him and then be like, but say the but afterwards, because now the but is actually become greater than the love. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Marquise Bell is like, honestly, bro, and I don't want nobody to feel like I'm disrespecting him, but he's like a spare tire, bro. Like he's really like a guy that should have been used in a sparing moment while you were trying to get a linebacker. But we've literally turned the spare tire into our actual tire. Like we are putting rims on a spare tire. You know what I'm saying? And that's just not how it works. When you're out there driving around, you can tell that's 3 tires, but that one tire don't look right. Even though it's spinning and everything looks good, when you hit a bump, bro, you feel it on that back. And that's what I'm saying about Rashaan. That's what I'm saying about Marquise. You know what I'm saying? Like like I said, every time he make a tackle, he jump up touching himself like he looking for his keys. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? And these games gonna be cold. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm always curious on how someone's able to look at their linebacker room and be like, he sucks, he's not playing good, but then don't look at these other guys and be like, they're not playing good. That's what's weird to me.
Yeah,
but honestly, the Cowboys releasing a player that they didn't use, it's not surprising to me. You know what I'm saying? But Matt Lewesko's coming up.
Yeah, they activated Matt Lewesko, but my thing is, man, like you have other offensive linemen that you could have used. Like you still have an Austin Richards on the team that already doesn't play, that you use a draft pick on, that you could use some rest to develop. I know Chuma is horrible. That would have been a move I would have made. I would have cut Chuma Edoga. I would have cut Chuma Edoga and activated Matt Lewesko if that's the case. We're talking about people that's not playing well. Chuma Edoga just went out there and let one of the best pass rushers in the National Football League go unblocked to your quarterback multiple times.
You just said it too, though. one of the best pass blockers. He is not one of the pass block stoppers.
Man, that's the thing.
So that boy is not good.
Yeah, that man ain't good at all.
Listen to me. Just because you gave Auntie the recipe for that macaroni and cheese, we was all there on Thanksgiving. It did not taste like Big Mama's. I don't give a damn what Auntie said she did. She did not read that recipe the way she said she did. You know what I'm saying? So, if you can read between the lines, read between the lines. Yeah, it said it feels good, it sounds good, but when you put it on field, it ain't the same.
It's not the same at all. Not the same at all. And
And
listen,
y'all
man.
can say what you want to say about Jalen Smith, but that man got another job today.
What
A
Jalen
real
Smith?
listen to me. A real linebacker will always get. Will listen to me. That's why I've always said a real middle linebacker will always have a job, right? As long as Jalen is healthy, someone will always put him on his team. They
Oh,
will always someone will always pick him up because he's a real linebacker and they're hard to come by.
Why you ain't tell me Ken Folks signed with the Steelers?
Man, I woke up to a text message.
Okay. I just had to Google this shit. Yeah, he just signed with the
And
Steelers.
if he telling me, he basically telling the world. So if I wasn't supposed to tell, it's just too late. You know, he gonna sign with the Steelers if he ain't already.
Yeah, it's already
It's out there.
It's already out there. I was able to Google it, so we Gucci. He said, "Can we smack the shit out of Chuma?" Man, listen, the Dallas Cowboys put Chuma Edoga in a position to field.
That this guy hates LVE because he's still on Smith's dick. No, bro. I hate LVE because he's not good. And I can still be really good friends with Jalen Smith, but LVE was not good. That ain't got nothing to do with Jalen Smith. Absolutely nothing. They don't even play the same position.
Yeah, but what I was gonna say about Chuma, the Dallas Cowboys did him a disservice because he's played bad for you, but he hasn't played bad for you at left guard. You put him at the one position where he struggled. When he was out there filling in for Tyler Smith, he played good football. He played good football. It wasn't until you asked him to do some shit that he wasn't good at that we up here talking about him right now, talking about he should have been the person that got cut, outside of Rashawn Evans. Because I have no problem with Chuma Edoga the guard. Chuma Edoga the guard played so well, I had to go on my platform and apologize to him. That's how well he played for us in the absence of Tyler Smith. But when you asked him to go out there and do left tackle stuff, and we saw he couldn't do it with the Jets. We saw earlier in the season when we asked him to do it.
He's not a left tackle.
Yeah, so he may have been drafted as a left tackle, but he's not a left tackle. He's not a left tackle at the NFL level, and that's okay. That's okay. And that's one of the issues that I do have with the Dallas Cowboys right now. They have better options than what they're putting on the field. Tyler Smith made our rookie team playing left tackle majority of the season last year. He was on the all rookie team. That means he was one of the best young tackles in the National Football League. And you continue, week in and week out to go out here with below average tackle play when you got a very good tackle on the team right now, and Tyler Smith. Because I can have a great offensive line with Tyler Smith at left tackle and Chuma Edoga at left guard. If you flip flop them, because you got the same five, but if you put those two at different positions, you get much better results.
Yeah. Listen, there's the V word can be a really good thing for Dallas. Then it can also be a really bad thing. And I'm not talking about virginity. I'm talking about the other V word. Versatility.
Oh, versatility. Ooh. I was going to say, they like their guys, so that veteran word be a little.
No, it ain't even. Sometimes they like rookies. You know what I'm saying? Versatility, bruh. The worst thing you can show the Dallas Cowboys is that you can do two things, bruh. Because the Cowboys believe that if you can do two things, you can do them equally as good. That ain't true, bruh. You know what I'm saying? That's not true. But I will say this, man. I'll say this. I'm not really going to complain. Listen, it's not that I'm not going to complain about linebackers anymore, but I'm not making content about bringing linebackers anymore. I'm not. Because, listen, the Cowboys have kept linebackers that they wanted who didn't play well longer than linebackers who I wanted who just didn't even get opportunities. Evans didn't even really get an opportunity to show that he wasn't playing well before he was cut and released. You know what I'm saying? Or waived, So that's what Dan Quinn wants. That's Dan Quinn's system. You know what I'm saying? That's his system. His system is small linebackers. That's what he prefers. So I'm not asking the Cowboys to bring in no Bobby Wagners because that's not what they want, bro. That's not what they want. You know what I'm saying? That's not what they desire. So,
and if they wanted it, they could have did it because Bobby
they got to
Wagner,
did it 3 times over, bro.
he was a free agent that signed for pennies on a dollar. Like
And they're definitely not drafting a linebacker next year with Overshawn coming back. Can I get some tissue? They're definitely not drafting a linebacker with Overshawn come back. They're going to pretend like Overshawn is their drafted linebacker.
Hold on,
And to be honest with you, the sad thing about it is, keep it real, the reason why they're not bringing in a linebacker right now is because they're already thinking about next year. I'm just being honest with you. Overshawn is probably the real reason why the Cowboys haven't brought a linebacker in.
But that's not fair to Overshawn.
That's not fair to this year. Hell, you mean? That's not fair to me.
I'm talking about
me.
Man, we ain't studying you.
But let's go to the email. I done did 4 games with them tickets I bought, bro. Think about me. Think about my parlay tickets. They didn't bust it, bro. Think about me. You know they have a linebacker because of me. But what they talking about, bro. It's not fair to Overshine. It's not fair to me.
Hear me out though,
man. Way more money than me.
Hear me out though, cuz listen. Has anybody that we asked to come back and play after a major injury, have they played well?
Listen to me. I understand that. I'm gonna be mad about that next year. I'm mad right now. You mean I'm gonna definitely be mad about that next year though. But I'm talking about right now. They need to think about me right now.
Man, they need to draft a linebacker regardless. It may not have to be a first round or a second round pick, but you don't even have any depth in the linebacker room. You don't have any depth because Lamone Clark ain't playing well right now, and there's no telling how well or how physically capable that our boy Bill will be next year. Because like I said,
and I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. You cannot develop a brain to play middle linebacker. You got it or you don't got it. Period, bro. You can develop a brain to be a better middle linebacker, but bro, you either have it or you don't have it. The boy Clark, he don't have it, bro. Him don't have it. He don't have it. He don't need to have a listen. I need a middle linebacker that demands the green dot. A guy that's actually telling folks what to do. If you're not doing that, you're not a middle linebacker. You're just a linebacker. You're not a linebacker. You're not out here talking and trying to make this quarterback. Because you got to think like this. If you go ask Tom Brady who he hate playing against, Ray Lewis. He don't say corners. He don't say cornerbacks. He don't say Dion. He never played against Dion, but he don't say corners and DBs and safety. He says Ray Lewis. We need a Bobby Wagner-esque linebacker, a guy that can sit up there and manipulate the damn quarterback. Because guess what? Think about this. The defense, you're playing in reaction. You're playing afterwards. They make a play. Think about this. The defense can't even move until the offense does. Like literally, the defense can't play. They cannot start their play until the offense play starts, right? So because of that, you're going to have someone who can just lie to the quarterback and be like, yeah, we're in cover 2. Yeah, we're in cover. Yeah, we right. Yeah, you right. You right. You right. We in cover 2. We in cover 2. Nah, we really in cover 3. You can't just think that this defense is just going to go out there on 70 plays and just square up and just nut up on these dudes. Bro, that's not the NFL.
Nah.
Talent is listen to me, talent is too good. Like, it's too good.
And the offense knows what the hell's going on. Like the
defense knows, and the offense knows what play they're doing.
Yeah, like the defense is making a calculated guess. Now you can do a bunch of film
70 times, bro. They're doing it 70 times.
Yeah, the defense is making a bunch of calculated guess. You do good film study, you can get it right sometime, but you're never gonna know everything because they can line up. Because the offense can line up in the same formation that they've been lining up in, do the same motion they usually do, and it'd be an entirely different damn play. They gotta counter off that shit.
And I'm gonna tell you guys something. This is something true about football too, and people who play football know this. A perfect offensive play will probably always beat a defensive play. Perfect defensive play. You want to know why? Because you have 11 people who know the play versus 11 people who don't. Because you got to remember, everybody on offense knows the play. Everybody on defense is playing in reverse, bro. We're backpedaling.
And listen, even if they do know the play, it don't mean that you can get there in time to stop the shit. Like you might see it at the last moment, it's too late.
So guess what? I say all this to say this. The Dallas Cowboys defense in the last 2 weeks, in my opinion,
have played well enough for you to win the game.
In the past, this past game, yeah.
I honestly keep it real. I even think in that Buffalo game. I feel like this, bro.
Nah, when you get to the territory, you gave up almost 300 yards on the ground. You don't deserve even.
Well, this is the thing. The Cowboys have given up 300 yards on the ground in 1 game, so we haven't been able to stop the run. We haven't
won a single game where they gave up 200 yards on the ground and won.
This year.
Never, not this year at all. No.
Well, this is the thing, right? At the end of the day, the Cowboys are not built to stop the run. So, like, it's just one of those things. It's like you were in a 2-seater car and you got 3 people. You cannot invent a whole nother seat. So what are you gonna do? Somebody gonna have to slap it up. So it's like the Cowboys don't have the personnel to stop the run, and there's no scheme for stopping the run. So I'm not saying that you just kind of got to accept that fact, but we've overcompensated. You have how many wins you have this year?
You're 10-5.
You have 10 wins. You have more wins than you have losses. So guess what? You found out a way. So there's not enough scheme or personnel on the world for you to even to scheme it or bring in more people. So it's like I'm not saying the Cowboys have to overcompensate, but what I'm saying like this, man, is even in that Buffalo game, I still believe they could have won the game.
I believe we could have won the game, but I don't think
this is why I say how many points did the Buffalo score in that game?
31.
31, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now think about how many points are we averaging on offense on the road? Like 24?
20.
20. You're averaging 20 points. Now, I say it like this, man. Cowboys, realistically, you shouldn't need a whole lot of points to score on most road teams aren't scoring a lot of points on the board. So that's already that's not the expectation. So 30 points, yeah, that might be a little more to take on at home. But if you go to a team like we just went to Miami, they only score under 30 points, and your defense still allows. Like your defense kept giving you opportunities to stay in it, but it was your offense that could not score. And you guys got to think like this: when your offense isn't, you need scoring to minimize what the hell they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like your defense never I know people are upset about I really don't have anything to say about the defense in this last game. I really don't have anything. I really don't have anything to say about it. I mean, we couldn't stop the run, bro. We haven't been able to stop the run in 4 years. You know what I'm saying? But
I'll say this: they had a great game against the run this last game. They held them. They held them boys.
Considering what we did the week before,
they held them under 100 yards. You can't ask for
in 6 days. In 6 days,
yeah.
They had to figure that shit in 6 days.
And listen, I'm gonna say this: like Michael Parsons looked good playing off the ball. Michael Parsons.
That's the thing about Michael. Let's talk about that real quick, because listen to me, Michael Parsons. Listen, I love you, dog. I love you, but this ain't it, bro. This ain't it. Listen. Let the content creators post every holding call. Let angry Cowboy fans do that. Don't fall into that, bro. Don't fall into that. You know what I'm saying? Don't fall into it. Don't fall into it because listen to me. Referees do have social media, and if you already think they're screwing you, why wouldn't they continue to screw you?
Boy, they're gonna add a little bit extra lube, make sure they get.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like that's like going to a restaurant. You know what I mean? Like going to a restaurant and you mad because your food late, but you gonna cuss the person out that's making your food. Like you know what I mean? Like something gotta give. Secondly, man, is this, Micah? I'm not saying that I don't care, bro, but I don't really care right now, bro. I don't care because the holding of you is not being the difference between us getting our ass ran on, bro. And I get it. You want to bring more attention to yourself, but bro, you're bringing more attention to yourself, but you're not getting the results that you're bringing to. So my thing is this, bro, just go play. This is not the way to do it, bro. This is not the way to do it. You low-key turning yourself into the Draymond Green in the NFL, bro. They're going to give you less. They're going to give you less. They're doing it this way. Just being real with you. They're going to give it. They're going to give you less, yeah.
It's too late. He done bummed on them all season. It's too late. There's 2 games left in the regular season. He's been talking crazy about the referees since week 1. So I don't really know what the hell him jumping off of the platform, not saying shit now is gonna do for him. He gonna have to just beg for forgiveness or some other shit at this point, or he just gonna have to stop expecting the call. Because at this point, he done made that bed. He got to lay in that shit. Like, you just can't talk crazy about somebody for 3 months. You talk crazy for 3 months, and I'm gonna be quiet for this 1 week. Ain't shit. It's over with. Like, I got out for your ass every time I see you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look at them hold you, and I'm gonna call you for legal hands to the face when you try to fight them off.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this right here, and I'm gonna tell you the setup that everybody is not waiting for. I'm gonna tell you the setup. Monumental game, huge moment. Micah Parsons doesn't get a call. That thought, oh, did I not get it because of this, or did I get it?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I just say, to be honest with you, just like, honestly, I'm sorry, I'm 41. Like, bruh, if you have that, I'm just sorry, bruh. Like, you guys already know my take on Micah Parsons. Like, I love my dog, but I feel like this defense has way too many things going on with him right now for him to be blogging. Bro, if you have time to be on something, you need to be on front with them defensive tackles trying to figure out how to stop this goddamn run, because that's what's more important. Because if you don't stop the run, you're going to have a whole lot of time to blog in February. That's all I got to say, man. Like this is the maturity that I got to say in Dallas Cowboys, because, bro, like, the maturity in the level is like, I don't see this from other great players, bro. That's what I'm saying. And I'm going to tell y'all this right now. You cannot be a great NFL player and a social media rock star at the same time. It doesn't work that way, bro. You got to pick one of the two. Freaking Antonio Brown retired to go do it. You can't, bro, because there's a different set of excitement that people are looking for when they're just trying to be stimulated by social media. Like, you don't even got to be real or factual on social media, bro. You don't have to be real or factual at all. I know a guy right now, I'm not going to say his name, who is a very huge dude in Dallas Cowboy content. He works for a company. This dude gets paid to work for a company talking Dallas Cowboy content. And guess what? This dude's a Chicago Bears fan. I know it for a fact. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, like, bruh, I said that to give an example. Bruh, at the end of the day, Micah, focus on what you can focus on and what you can change. Stop focusing on stuff that cannot be changed. If the referee does not call the whistle, it's not a flag. Like, I don't understand what we don't understand. If there's no film, there's no video, no audio, was there a crime? Not in 2023, there ain't. So that's what I'm saying, Micah. Let it go. If the call's not there, it's not there, bro. We have other stuff that we can be dealing with. That's all I'm saying.
I feel you with that. So let me ask you, man, have you taken any time and looked at the matchup with the Lions? I know it seems a little pressed, but shit, we play Saturday. It's going to be a short week.
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. And I know Cowboy fans don't want to hear this, but man, Detroit Lions, Dan Campbell. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I feel like in aggression and for getting their team prepared for this game, I feel like the Lions are gonna be more prepared for us, bro. I feel like they're gonna. That does not mean they're gonna win the game, but I do believe that Dan Campbell is going to prepare his. I believe he's gonna prepare his guys and get these guys ready. Now, I will say this though. I think the best hope the Cowboys got playing for them is you're playing a very, very physical team who is gonna play football, playoff football environment, and you're gonna be at home. You know what I'm saying? So Cowboys will be in their safe place. You know what I'm saying? At home, which everything is doubled. Like, everything is doubled in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Everything is bigger. Tony Pollard runs like a god. Dak Prescott looks like goddamn Troy Aikman out there. CeeDee Lamb, who, I'm going to be honest with you, I need to make an abrupt subject change, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Abrupt subject change. We need to talk about CeeDee Lamb. We need to talk about this. I'm going to tell you this right here. CeeDee Lamb is really – I love Dak Prescott, but what I've seen is this. Even in a bad game, CeeDee Lamb still plays well, bro. And you know what CeeDee Lamb has also showed me? That if Dak was to go down and Cooper Rush was to come in this game, CeeDee Lamb would still play well. CeeDee Lamb is we're going as far as he takes us. Hey, Neil, how did you know? Neil, that's how I know Neil really rocked with me, because Neil knew exactly what I was talking about. But yeah, hey, CeeDee Lamb is that's who really that's crazy, man, to think about it, but that's who really needs to be the focal point of this offense, bro. CeeDee Lamb, and I want to throw this bone out there, man. I went researching. Deebo Samuel never averaged 8 to 9 rushing attempts in a game, so I don't even think that's possible for a guy to get 8 or 9 rushing attempts and get 12 targets on a passing game. But I'm gonna be honest with you, if CeeDee Lamb can do it for the rest of the season, I think CeeDee Lamb should get about 10 rushing attempts and about 12 targets a game. I'm not saying for the rest of his career, but definitely for the rest of the season, CeeDee Lamb needs at least 8 or 9 rushing attempts because he's the best running back on our team. The most Deebo Samuel ever got was like 56, which ended up to being like 3.4 in a game. So what the 49ers really did with Deebo is they ran him more towards the end of the season. He didn't run a lot at the beginning of the season. Because I thought Deebo was getting like 9 and 8 attempts a game. He was not. He was only getting like 4 attempts a game.
Yeah. But I agree with you, man. CeeDee Lamb, and listen, also salute to CeeDee Lamb. He's 179 yards away from breaking the Dallas Cowboys all-time record in receiving yards. He got 2 games to do it. Probably will.
So that explains why they didn't do that. You know what? That's probably why the Cowboys didn't give him the ball a lot in that game. They wanted to break that game. They wanted to break that record at home.
Hey, I think he will because the Detroit Lions have one of the worst passing defenses in the National Football League. And if you go back and you check out how Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys have performed against similarly ranked defenses, you know, on Washington Commanders, Dak 4 touchdowns, no picks. Rams, similarly ranked defense, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. The Seattle Seahawks, similarly ranked defense, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. And we're at home. You know what I'm saying? So like all these things bode well for the Dallas Cowboys if we just looking at raw numbers. You know, of course there's personnel matchups, stylistic things make fights or whatever. But this is a game the Dallas Cowboys on paper have the advantage on. The biggest strength of the Detroit Lions defense is their run defense, and the Dallas Cowboys don't want to run the ball any damn way. So your biggest strength is their biggest weakness. Dak Prescott will be at home. He can do that. Here we go. Get them boys in and out of the plays as he wants. He can get some offsides with his cadence and everything else he's accustomed to. And Jimmy Johnson's going to the Ring of Honor. The stadium's going to be lit. It's going to be like a movie in that motherfucker. So I feel like they'll have the energy. I feel like we have the schematical advantage. And I feel like we have the better players. Like their defense, I can't name a single corner on the Detroit Lions team. So that means they don't have a single corner they can man up against a CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah. Cowboys, listen. They are going the only way the Cowboys will feel the Cowboys right now are like a prize fighter. You got knocked out last week. And in their mind, I think they feel like the only way they're going to feel better about this game, about themselves, if they knock somebody else out. Not if they beat somebody, they want to go knock somebody out. So I'm taking Cowboys in the over in this game because I do believe they're going to come out with a plan to try to run the score up.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you this right now. Cowboys dropped 2 games in a row, but if we score 40 points on these guys, Cowboy Nation will forget about it just like that. We're back! You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, listen, all you need is this last game. Because if you blow out the Lions,
Washington.
If you blow, yeah, but I'm gonna say this: if you blow out the Lions, and then you can make a thought process of if you want to give yourself a bye or if you want your guys to play, because the division may be decided before you play this final game.
Yeah, and Washington might have more to lose than win in that final game too.
Exactly. So they might not even want to win that game, because if they win another game, that knocks them out the top 5 of drafting. They'll fall out the top 5.
And I'm gonna tell you this right here. Your head coach might not care about that, but I promise you that owner do.
New ownership.
Game, I told your ass not to.
He already out. Hey, but shit, he might do it to send a black eye to the organization, because you remember the Texans were going to fire Lovie Smith anyway, and he went ahead and won the last game of the season, knowing that he wasn't going to be there as an F them.
Basically.
So you never really know how that pans out. But I could definitely
And
see,
guess what? And Lovey been blackballed ever since too.
man. It really Lovey with blackball before he got the job. That's how people knew they had set him up for failure.
Lovey lost in the Super Bowl, and they said he's not a good coach. That's
Man,
crazy.
I think Lovey Smith had like a similar record. He had like 8 consecutive seasons with a winning record or some shit like that. And then they fired him, and then they were horrible until they went and got Joe Burrow. Ah man, but yeah, I don't think Lovey Smith got a fair shake, man. He was a good coach.
He said the best. Somebody said the best corner on the Lions is Mike McCarthy.
You was funny as hell, but you might be right. The best corner is the person that's going to prevent CeeDee Lamb from getting the ball. Mike McCarthy, if you continue to not have CeeDee Lamb as the number one in the route, or you got him on the side with the protection issues, that's some shit you need to scheme out, Mike.
And listen to me, bro. Go look at CeeDee Lamb when he scored that touchdown, bro. He looked so irritated, bro. Like when he scored that touchdown, he felt like we all felt like, bro, like it wasn't a celebration of, oh my God, CeeDee Lamb scored. It was a celebration like, what the f has he been? Like, what are y'all doing? Like when he scored, everybody was like, see, I told y'all.
He said Malik Jefferson a better option than Evans. Malik Jefferson's a better option than what we have, though. I'll take anybody right now. Just bring somebody up. I saw somebody in the chat said we got Buddy Johnson on the practice squad. I'll bring anybody up at this point. Man, because we need some linebacker depth.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you, we don't actually need linebacker athleticism. We need linebacker brain. We need linebacker brain. Damone Clark is not going in the right holes, and he's not going in the right holes because he's not. That's not his position. Linebackering has to come natural, man. If it's not natural, you're never going to be able to manipulate anything.
He said Buddy Johnson. Hey, I seen his name. I thought a Bumpy Johnson. Man. Man, hold on though. He said because Mike is scared.
Being said that penalty on Clark in the Miami last drive. What do you think about players who do such stupid things in critical moments? Honestly, you can't. Like, listen to me. Every moment is critical. You just coach it. You can't coach one moment higher than the next. You gotta. And look, honestly, as a whole, the Dallas Cowboys have a penalty problem. But we've also been able to compensate it. Think about this. We had a drive last week where we had 35 penalties assessed on us, and we still scored.
I see why Rashaan Evans got released. He got arrested yesterday.
That's why. Okay.
So he got arrested for, it's light. Marijuana is legal in Texas. It's not like he's finna go for a kingpin charge and then just look like he had like.
Let's just be real. An arrest ain't never stopped nobody from getting nothing in Dallas.
Never. I mean,
never. That ain't the reason why they got.
We know a couple folks. We know a couple folks on the team still. So. Rashaan Evans. He said Damone Clark is a result of believing in LVE. But listen, that's another thing, man. Like, who else is Damone Clark supposed to look like? If LVE is your veteran linebacker, he's the guy that's coming to you, that you're coming to for advice about how to play the position. Well, how the hell else he supposed to look?
And was he a middle linebacker at LSU? I don't remember him being their starting middle linebacker.
I don't remember if he played middle linebacker at LSU or not. I believe he did, but I'm not for certain.
Because listen to me, a lot of times people be playing weak side linebacker, and the Dallas Cowboys are like, oh yeah, he can play linebacker because he is a line. That's not the same, bro. That's like putting a left mirror on the right side of your car. Yeah, it's a left mirror, and it is a mirror, but things are going to look different in that mirror because it's not supposed to be on that side. We do use Tony Pollard correctly as a running back. We just don't use him correctly as anything else. He should be running up the middle. Why? Because, bro, you make $10 million. Like, Tony should have been running where.
Let's see. But my point.
But the Cowboys don't even believe in Tony Pollard's running back. They don't.
But my point being about what I was saying about LVE though, man, it's similar to like the same thing with the dynamic between Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb. Like CeeDee Lamb route running and shit got better. I don't even know who the damn wide receiver coach is, but I know about the time that him and Amari Cooper put in. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point. When you ain't got somebody to model your game after on the active roster, man, you know, like it's hard. You know, it's hard. You know, like a coach can show you this and that, but man, when you have like a established player, a veteran player that got paid, know what the hell they talking about, can teach. There might be some shit that they can teach you that the coach never thought about. You know what I'm saying? So you need better linebackers on your team. Like you need to build you need to build that culture. Like you don't have you don't have any good linebackers on your team right now. Like even if you go to the cornerback position at this point, like Al Harris already was an established cornerback coach. You know, when you look at the linebacker coach, he was somebody that came over from Mike McCarthy. He wasn't a linebacker coach before. He was like an assistant defensive coach. He ain't got no bones really like that. Al Harris had already went out there and you know, show what he could do with Marcus Peters. Marcus Peters had his best season under Al Harris, and he was able to help develop Trayvon Diggs. And now that you got Trayvon Diggs and he done established himself as an all-pro, you can bring in a Deron Bland, you can help him develop, and he can also learn from a Trayvon Diggs that's on there. And you got the foundation set. So if you were to go bring another cornerback in at this point, you got Trayvon Diggs, and you got Deron Bland, and you got Al Harris to help them with their development. So you know that's what I'm saying. You got to build that shit from the ground up. You just can't have some random ass dude be your linebacker coach and not have a veteran linebacker and expect these
Yeah.
guys to go out here and develop.
You know, it's crazy too, man. It's like the Cowboys have like every plan that they've made as far as player personnel, some of the big plans that they've made, they failed, bruh. Like like think about this. Like the Amari Cooper really didn't work out. You know what worked out? CeeDee Lamb did.
Mm-hmm.
Like they didn't get rid of people trying to say, oh, they got rid of Amari Cooper because CeeDee Lamb was already on the team. No, they did. He was already on the team. You know what I'm saying? But all these other ones, they're not working out, man. They're not working out. And
Yeah.
you know, not to shade on Tony Pollard, but the Cowboys don't believe in Tony Pollard either. That's why they gave That's why they gave the ball to the fullback.
Which was also stupid because you went 11 weeks without him touching the football, to then turn
And he ain't
around
gonna
and have
give him
him
the ball on the 1 yard line, bro.
Yeah, so I ain't even fucking with that.
And then listen to me, I wasn't even trying to make no excuse. I was just being real. You know, the reason I think he fumbled because man, he don't know where Dak gonna put that ball at. That's probably the fourth time all year Dak is probably giving. Now if Cooper, that's why I said this. If it would have been Cooper Rush handing him that ball, he probably wouldn't have fumbled.
Well, they work way
They
more
worked together, bro. That was the third handoff ever. That's like putting Jalen Tolbert in on whatever and him jumping off sides. Like, why would you even put him in that situation?
Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, hey, like these players are just like chess, and the coach is supposed to put you in the best position to be successful.
Bro, if you're gonna die, if you're gonna live and die by a guy that's making $10 million, bro.
Right. Nobody would have even questioned it. You know what I'm saying? And it was only second down, wasn't it?
It was third because Tony got it. I think Tony got it twice before then.
See, I would have. See, you could have.
Because remember, Tony did get it twice before then. I like the end. Listen to me. I like the end. You know what's so crazy too about when the Cowboys do run the ball? When they run the ball, they do it so begrudgingly. Like I always say, they do it like my daughter washes dishes. Like she washes dishes, but she hates doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, they ran Tony Pollard left dive, left, like same goddamn play. And then when they had the fullback out there, everybody knew who was getting the ball, bro.
My boy Trey said one injury and Cooper Rush gonna have to play linebacker. Yep. But hey, I do have to depart. It's 1:16 on my end. I gotta take my ass back to work.
Shoot, it's all good, man. We've been on here almost an hour, man. It's a good show.
Always a good show, man. What you doing later?
Nothing. And listen to me. Somebody explained to me why the Cowboys did a tuck push on their 2 going 98 yards on second down.
I don't understand that either.
Listen to me. Mike McCarthy flat out had probably one of the worst play calling games that I've seen from him. That game made no sense. The rain, inclement weather, it messes the Cowboys up, bro.
That might be part of the reason why we have the record we do at the crib. It never rains in Dallas because we got a dome.
Like, real quick, how many times did Dak Prescott throw the ball week 1? In the rain, because it rained week 1 too.
It was horrible. Let me take a look.
Did he go over 30 this week?
Yeah, he was 20 or 32 for 2 touchdowns, no picks, and 100-something passer rating.
Damn, that's Dak play. And it's funny because Dak actually played really good in a loss.
Dak always plays good after losing the game. So hey, that's the go. So Dak Prescott threw the ball 24 times.
So my question is this: what happened week 1 when we went into a game where it was pouring down raining? Because y'all remember it rained week 1 versus what we've been doing these last 2 games in inclement weather.
The opponent we were playing.
Man, think about this. Tony Pollard had his best game in that. He had 2 touchdowns versus the Giants, didn't he?
2 touchdowns, 70 yards rushing.
And that's what I've always thought Tony Pollard was going to be, like 70 yards, 80 yards a game. I never thought he was going to be 126. Cowboys don't run the ball enough for that. The only way Tony's getting over 100 yards is if he break a 50-yard run.
Right, because they only gave him the ball that game 14 times, so he still didn't get 20 carries.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you. That's why I say the Cowboys came into this season with a cognitive thought that they were only going to give the ball to Tony Pollard no more than 14 times, because that's what he's getting right now. He's getting no more or no less than 14 times. That's it.
All right, but I'm gonna have to depart from here now, my brother. But this was a damn good show. If you available later on, let's do it again.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you, my boy. Where's the season coming?
But hey, man, tell the folks what you usually say, my boy.
Hey, man, you guys already know what it is. Never look down because it starts